Hey everybody, this video brings me and Chuck out to Clermont, Florida. Chuck, all the way from Michigan, right? And you're now a permanent Florida resident. He has become one of us now. So I have a lot of competition in my future. But anyway, we're out here to do a little bit of thrifting today. We're gonna do some thrifting in the We're gonna do some thrifting in the Clermont, Florida area, starting off here at the St. Vincent De Paul thrift store. This store could be hit or miss. I think last time you and I were in here, though, we found some really good stuff, right?
Yes.
So hopefully you're my good luck charm. Hopefully we'll find some really good stuff, and hopefully Chuck won't get all of it. All right, let's go see what we can find, and we're gonna find some good deals today. We got a couple places to hit up. We're gonna find some good deals. All right, so right away finding some interesting things like the Toy Story 3 Studio Commemorative Edition release. That is neat. I would have actually grabbed this for the van, for my van collection, but the DVD's not in the best condition. Blu-ray's fine, but DVD's not minty. And even though I would only be watching the Blu-ray, I don't know. I kind of want it to still be in good condition. I find this commemorative edition like all the time. I see these all the time when I'm out, so I don't really know what this was for. I guess I don't know if it was given out to like the team working on Toy Story 3 or what. I have no idea, but this isn't as rare as you might think. I see this all the time. Even back in Pennsylvania, I used to come across these commemorative edition releases all the time. So anyway, don't need that. Don't need Sing. I mean, good movie. I have it in my main collection, but don't need that for the van. Wreck-It Ralph I would pick up for the van, but it's actually missing the Blu-ray, so I'm going to pass on that. And this is really cool. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Nexus, this being number 13. These make up a really cool mural, a spine mural. I used to have them all. I think I sold them. I think I did. Anyway, this is cool, but again, disc is scratched, so gonna pass on that. Here's a copy of brand new factory sealed copy of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. That's kind of cool, but again, not really a movie. I have it in my main collection. Don't need that for the van. Good movies there, but I'd rather have those on Blu-ray for the van. Aladdin, rather also have that on Blu-ray for the van. So I don't really see anything yet I need for my main collection, and anything for my van collection also not yet. Oh, that's cool. Some TMC Turner Classic Movies, greatest classic films collection, Murder and Mysteries. Good movies there. Brand new factory sealed. That's pretty cool. All right, well, unfortunately, the media section is a complete bust for me. I'm not finding anything I want. As per usual, they do have a ton of stuff here. I mean, all kinds of DVDs and Blu-rays and VHS. There were records to go through and CDs. They've got a lot of media, as per usual. It's just, unfortunately, there's nothing here I need for my main collection, nothing here I need for the Vans collection. But Chuck found a couple of interesting things. You got Judgment Day 2. Oh, it's a motorcycle thing. All right, that's cool. He picked up the, I don't even know how to go about, okay, there we go. The Mayor of Sardam Blu-ray. I saw this a couple of weeks ago. I decided to pass on it. Not really something I wanted to grab, but it does go for a little bit, so that's pretty cool. The, what is this?
Architecture of Doom.
The Architecture of Doom. I mean, yeah, okay then. We've got Peter and Paul and Cat Capaloo. I guess I've never heard of that. That's interesting. Never heard of that Western before. So, all right, picking up some things. Me, unfortunately, again, as far as media is concerned, it is a buzz. Though we are going to look through the rest of the store. Maybe there's something else I need over here, like a Planet Hollywood mug. I've never been to a Planet Hollywood. One of these days. I mean, or I get the plastic cup as well. One of these days. There's one right like 20 minutes that way. I should probably go to one. This is an interesting Tales from the Crypt tin sign. That is really, really cool for $1.49. Now, I really have nothing I could do with this. I don't have anywhere to hang this up in the library, though. That is really awesome. It is a little scratched up, though. Like those marks there are not just for decor purposes to make it look old. Those are actual scratches on the tin, but that is really, really interesting. I don't know, like for $1.50, I feel like I should be buying this, but at the same time, like what? But where would I put it? What would I do with it? I don't know. Rather just leave it for somebody else who will probably come by and pick it up to resell, but maybe possibly it'll go to a loving home for somebody who really likes Tales from the Crypt and wants to put it in their library. I hope. Probably will go to a reseller. All right, well, unfortunately, I'm thinking the toy section is also going to be a bit of a bust. I'm not finding anything over here I want to pick up. So, all right, I'm thinking that's going to do it for the store. Nothing else that we necessarily need. And now I have a disease. I should not have put this on my face. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Now I'm thinking probably not. Okay, so we've driven down the road about a mile, if even that, and we're now here at the Goodwill in Clermont, Florida, which you might be thinking, weren't you just here like 2 days ago? And the answer is, yep, yes I was. But hey, that's 2 days of restocking, so who knows what they may have put out. The media section, it wasn't so great last time I was in here, so I'm kind of hoping maybe over the last couple of days they've put more movies out, they've put more toys out, they've put all kinds of awesome, amazing things out that we're gonna find, or maybe this will just be the second bust of the day. But no, I'm keeping that power of positivity alive. We're gonna find, ooh, look at that. Chuck's grabbing some power of positivity there with the cart. Look at the amazing Avengers poster. These are cool. I mean, I don't need them, but those are awesome. Is it like a Spirit jersey? What? All right, I mean, we're finding cool things like right off the bat, not necessarily cool things I want and or need, but all right, cool things. Since I haven't bought anything today, I feel like I probably shouldn't be talking myself out of things as much, but do I really need the Stormtrooper? I think it's a game controller holder. I think that's what it is, but I just placed my phone in this and it holds my phone as well. That is cool. That'd be kind of neat to have like in the library, and then when I'm not using my phone, when I'm charging it or whatever, I can just kind of like put it on the Stormtrooper and have the Stormtrooper holding the my phone. It's only $4.99. I don't know. It's kind of cool, but at the same time, like, do I need this? No.
Yes.
Yeah. And we know who the bad influence is now. Wait, how was that? That is cool. I don't know. You know what? I'll put it in the cart. It's a maybe. It's a possibility. It's a we'll see what else we find. Yeah, that is weird. What is this? That's a weird looking Chewbacca. It's cool. Is it like vintage?
It's an attitude Chewy.
It's, you know what? It's a sticky Chewy. That's gross. All right, so over here on their little Disney display area, I am finding this really awesome Mickey that I think at one point used to hold like a picture frame or something. Maybe. I'm guessing that's what that is. That is cool. They're only asking $6, but it doesn't have the actual picture frame, so gonna end up passing on that. They do still have the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad Mickey here with tags that I'm still very, very tempted to pick up, but I'm going to not pick up because I don't need Disney plush. This though is what I was looking at, the Disney Cruise Line like toy bucket, ottoman, footstool, bench thing. Actually, I probably wouldn't put, well, you can put your full weight on that. Maybe I wouldn't put my full weight on that. A kid could put their full weight on that. This is awesome. They're only asking $9.99 for this. But my question is, what do you think this went for on the actual cruise line? I mean, this is a big thing. I'm thinking like $100. Like, this is probably stupid expensive when this was on the actual cruise ship, and you could buy this on the cruise ship. This had to go for a ton of money. It boggles my mind sometimes how people spend ridiculous amounts of money on things like this for their kid or whatever, or maybe for themselves, and then just end up donating it. It's in really good condition too. I mean, I don't need this, but $10 for that? That's pretty awesome. Again, I don't need it. I'm gonna pass on it, but $10. Unless I just saw him. I just saw you taking pictures. Unless it goes for $1,000 on eBay, in which case then I am picking it up for $10. All right, so diving on into the media section now, and or lack thereof, this looks even worse than it did 2 days ago when I was out here. This has definitely been picked through. There's a lot of spaces like this, not a whole lot here, and I don't think it has been restocked very much. I don't really see much in the way of anything new, so I'm gonna keep that power of positivity alive. I'm gonna say there's got to be something here I need, right? I've got a feeling all I'm buying today is a Stormtrooper. I'll pass. Okay, so I'm thinking it is going to be a bust for me. I don't see anything over here I need for me whatsoever. But I am finding this, the Abbott and Costello Who's on First set. This is brand new factory seal. Now, I don't need this for me, but my son, Sean, is a huge fan of the Who's on First skit. He literally talks about it all the time. Anytime it can be brought up into conversation, it gets brought up. He loves it. So I'm thinking for his movie collection, I'm gonna grab this. Again, brand new factory sealed, $2. Yeah, that's going to Sean for his movie collection. But again, as far as anything for me, it's gonna be a bust. I honestly don't see anything here whatsoever that I need for my collection, my main collection, or my van collection, or anything like that. So, okay, yeah, it's a bust. All right, so yeah, the media for me is going to be a bust. But again, I am going to grab that one DVD for Sean. And so at the beginning of this video, I said that you were going to be my competition, but I think you're creating competition for yourself now, because I never would have thought to have looked at something like this. Country Legends, Grand Ole Opry, stars of the 50s. Never would have thought to have looked at this, but you did look it up on eBay and goes for like a stupid amount of money. So, all right. Now I know. Possibly.
Let's not just say it does.
Now I know too.
There's potential.
But see, now I know to look that stuff up. Now I know when I see something weird like that to look it up and grab it, so that when you come to the Goodwill like the following day, I have it. You don't get it.
But I'll come.
You'll come the day before?
Hey, let's go Wednesday, and I'll come.
I like the way you think. I've made my way now over here into the toy section, and again, definitely trying to talk myself out of buying things I don't need, like loose Funko Pops for $1. Do I need those? No. Am I going to pass on those? Yes, I think I am. I don't need the 2018 Mickey, although that's really cool. I'm digging these. Look at those. What year are these guns from? I mean, they have the orange tips, but come on, those got to be not new. I don't know. I don't see a date on these. That is crazy. I used to have guns just like this back in the day. I feel like these were pretty commonplace back in the 80s, early 90s. Now, I don't know. Do they still make these? I kind of want those, but I probably shouldn't buy the guns for like no purpose whatsoever. The thing though I'm really looking at is this, the Planet of the Apes, the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes Limbo figure. Because do you know who that is? That is Paul Giamatti right there, which kind of has me thinking I kind of want this. Paul Giamatti is my all-time favorite actor. So, but do I $10 want this? I guess not. That is cool. If this was any other character, I actually used to have the Mark Wahlberg figure that I got for like cheap back when I worked at, I think, like FAO Schwarz or something like that. Had the big like poster, what was it made of, like foam core, the big foam core poster that we used to put up on display back when these toys first came out. That got damaged years ago. But anyway, I kind of want this, but again, I don't think I $10 want this. But it's Paul Giamatti. It's Paul Giamatti.
American Splendor.
Anything he does is just perfect. Favorite actor. I kind of want this. And the toy section is also going to be a bust. Again, the Paul Giamatti Planet of the Apes figure was cool, but not $10. It's if that was $5, I'd be all over it. But for $10, do I need it that bad? No, not for something that's just gonna like be put onto a shelf in my library. They do still have, for $40, they still have the Wild Wild West set there, which you guys are actually telling me was a good buy, because apparently the repackaging of that you can get for like $20, $25 online doesn't come with the movies. That has the movies in it. So it's actually a better deal. But the thing is, Wild Wild West isn't exactly one of my favorite TV shows. I mean, it's a good show. I enjoy it, but it's not really a show that I'm like dying to own the complete setup for like $40. If it was like $20, I'd probably buy it. The movie, on the other hand, with Will Smith, I know a lot of people don't like that movie. I love that film. That film is so good, in my opinion. But I don't know. $39.99 for that. I'm not the first person to look at it either. Somebody, it's upside down now. Somebody has been eyeing that up too. I don't know. Tempting. All right, I think I am just going to end up passing on all the stuff here in the counter. Again, the Wild Wild West set is really cool, but I $20 won it. I don't $40 won it because it's not one of my favorite shows or anything. They do have a Toys R. Oh, it says I'm a Toys R Us kid. What is that? That is an ET with a hoodie on that says I'm a Toys R Us kid. They're asking $50 for that. That is cool. I kind of want that. But again, I don't $50 want that, but I just want that in general. If I come across that for like 10 or less at a flea market or yard sale or something, I'm 100% buying that. If you have one of those, let me know. That is really cool. I'm also digging the Mickey Mouse jacket for $250. I'm going to pass on that. They've also got a Star Wars land speeder, RC vehicle. That's cool, but again, it's things I don't need. So yeah, they've gotten in a lot of really, really cool stuff. I'm definitely eyeing up that ET. But no, I don't need to be dropping $50 on I'm a Toys R Us kid ET figure. Okay, so that is going to do it for the Clermont Goodwill. But what did you end up picking up there? Look at this. That is amazing. That is like some kind of like foil art thing of butterflies. Yeah, that is actually really, really cool.
I thought that looked neat.
Yeah, that is neat. That would look awesome hanging up in your house. That's cool. And yeah, it's like, it's autographed and everything. So yeah, that is cool. All right, good find. I did end up grabbing the Stormtrooper phone holder. I'm going to say it's a phone holder because I'm going to use it for that. And I grabbed the Abbott and Costello for my son. But all right, so far all I picked up today is, for me anyway, is a Stormtrooper to hold my phone in the library, which I'll use, let's face it, rarely ever. All right, we gonna go somewhere else?
Yeah, let's go to New Beginnings.
All right, let's go to New Beginnings, which I think it was just that last week. But again, it's a whole week they've had to restock. Okay, we have now made it to the New Beginnings thrift shop, which I was just at last week. But again, that's given the store a whole week. Yeah, exactly, that was last week. The store has had a whole entire week to restock their media section, to get all kinds of cool, awesome new stuff in. 50% off store wide. I'm liking that. I don't believe, I think this is all just clothing out here. They did have some like knockoff mini ears last time I was out here, but I don't think that is necessarily the case today. That would look great on you. You should totally get that.
I want to rethink that statement.
All right, well, I think the clothing bins are a bust. I found the Minnie and Mickey ears. Again, they are pretty much all just knockoff ears, so I am going to end up passing on those. Nothing I think we need in there, although they did have a pair of Universal ears. Look at that, Thing 1 and Thing 2. Those are kind of cool. They only want $2 for those. I'm gonna put those back. We don't need them. Although, sadly, in only a few short years from now, I could rock this hat. That is sad. The fact that I'll be 50 is what is sad, not the hat. The hat's kind of cool, but I'm getting old. You should totally pick up the Goofy glass. All right, so right away we're just going to dive into the media now, and unfortunately it looks like a lot of the same stuff they've had since the last week. I'm not seeing a lot in the way of anything new, although they do have the Family Classics 50 movie pack here put out by Mill Creek. I remember I used to have every single one of these. They did all these family sets and horror sets and sci-fi sets and action sets and pretty much everything you could think of. These are all like public domain titles, but this is pretty cool for I guess 50 cents. I think all their movies are only $1. Even the box sets are only $1, but everything's 50% off today. So for 50 cents, I'm gonna grab this. And I think I'm also going to pick this up as well. Pool Hall Junkies. This is a really, really good movie. Very underrated, in my opinion. Lots of people I talk to have never even heard of this movie. I highly recommend checking it out. I think my copy, though, which I've had, for probably over a decade at this point, my copy is actually probably two, I'm old, probably two decades at this point. is an old like Blockbuster rental copy. So even though I think it's minty, I don't know, something about having a non-rental copy sounds good to me. So, all right, for another 50 cents, I am going to pick this up to, I guess, slightly upgrade the copy I have. But I think that's going to do it for media. I don't see anything else over here I want to pick up. Again, pretty much all the same stuff they just had last week when I was out here. So they've had a week to restock, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they have restocked. All right, well, I'm thinking that's pretty much going to do it for the store. Not really finding much else I want. Chuck ended up grabbing a couple things. Are you grabbing the Goofy Cup?
Yeah.
That's cool. And you grabbed a couple DVDs. Oh my gosh, you're grabbing the Paint Techniques with Drew Brophy. That is awesome. I was actually looking at that last time I was here, but decided to pass on that. So again, I think that's pretty much it. Although I can't leave without this. Check out the giant jack-o'-lantern, blow mold jack-o'-lantern pail. That is cool. They're only asking $7 on this, but again, I believe it's 50% off. So I'm picking that up, not only because I can put all my stuff in there, which is super convenient, but Danielle is definitely going to want this. So, all right, for what, $3.50? I'm buying that. I did realize that I put the jack-o'-lantern down on top of a Batman tin. Look at this. I've never seen the Batman logo look like that before. When is this from? That is really weird. And that is really weird and bizarre. That is pretty cool. But yeah, that's been that's pretty beat up. It is Batman. It says Batman Begins. That is weird. That's kind of cool, but I don't know, $15 for that, even half price. I think I'm just gonna end up passing. Yeah, I've never seen that tin before. I've never seen the Batman logo look quite like that, and I'm guessing it's from Batman Begins. That is weird. Thankfully, though, no popcorn left inside, but it's Florida, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was. Okay, well, unfortunately not my greatest thrifting adventure ever, but we found some stuff. I mean, you've had a bunch of DVDs. That is awesome. I got a pumpkin and 2 DVDs, something for Sean. I got a phone holder thing, so it's been a day. found some stuff. I mean, it's how it goes. I literally just hit these stores up recently, so I was hoping, you know, with a couple of days / week to restock, they would have gotten some new stuff in, but not so much. It's the way hunting happens. Some days you hit big, some days you basically just get a cool pumpkin.
That's big.
yeah. I technically did hit big today with a giant pumpkin blow mold. You make a good point, but all right, guys, that is going to do it. So, as always, thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon, hit the join button to become a member of this channel. Check down below also for a link to Spreadshirt to pick up cool t-shirts. Also, check out my other channel, Retro Rest Stop, for daily adventure videos. Anything you want to plug?
You can find me on eBay, BlueSunBooks_MI.
There you go. Check them out on eBay. All right, guys, so that's going to do it. So, thanks for watching. Have a good one. See you in the next video. Bye.